comparison operators. Basically, logical operators allow you to join together multiple comparison operators. There's three main ones you need to know, and it's and, or, and then not. So let's check out these. So for and, it's two ampersands in a row. For or, it's two what are called pipe operators in a row. You'll find that on your keyboard above the backslash. And then you have an exclamation point for not, which is essentially like the inverse of a particular Boolean statement. Let's see these in practice in Dartpad. Dartpad, let's start off with the and operator. Remember, I want to be able to join together two statements. So I can say something like print is 1 equal to 1. Then if I go ahead and run that, I should get back true. 1 is equal to 1. But what if I also want to make sure another condition is met? So for example, I can say 1 is not equal to 2. How can I actually combine this so that both statements have to be true with the and operator? Well, in that case, the and operator is two ampersands, which means this will only return true if both happen to be true. So if the and operator both need to be true in order for the whole statement to return true. Now, what about the or operator? In that case, either statement can be true in order for it to return true. So for example, is 1 not equal to 1, or is 1 equal to 1? So this one is not true, this is a false, but this one is true, which means I should also get back true for this one. For the or operator, either of them can be true. So is this true or is this true? Well, one of them is true, which means the whole thing becomes true. And then finally, there is the not operator, which allows us to wrap something in parentheses and essentially cancel it out. So let me simplify this. I'm going to say true and true. Are both of those true? Well, kind of by default, yes. So what I can do is I can wrap one of these with the not operator, which is actually just an exclamation point in front of a set of parentheses that's wrapping something. So I can say wrap this, and that is essentially the not operator, which is like the inverse. So if you run that, you'll notice now it's false because this has basically turned this into a false and true. Finally, let's work out through kind of a more realistic example. Let's say I have a variable for username, and that's equal to Jose. And let's say I also have a variable for password. You definitely don't store passwords like this, but let's say it's, my password 123. So now this person's going to log in, and I want to make sure, okay, does it match what I have stored for them? So I can figure out on the back end, I have some stored username, and it's equal to Jose, but let's say my stored password ended up just being 123 because for some reason I forgot it. In that case, I want to check to make sure that the username matches up to my stored username, and I want to make sure that the password provided matches up to the stored password. And let me expand on this a little bit, and let's go ahead and put in semicolons there. I'm going to delete these guys just so we can see this. And so again, I'm checking to make sure that the username matches the stored username and the password matches the stored password. In this case, it's false because even though the usernames match up, the passwords do not. All right, those are the logical operators. It's just and, or, and then not. You'll use and or a lot more often than you use the not operator. That's it. I'll see you at the next lecture.